I will sort of leave you to your own device, and you will analyze that speech and do a little bit of a report. So, in terms of string theory, I have three principles. The first one being is one worthy idea. Notice I don't say one idea, I say a worthy idea. The second one is a bit of a tongue twister. The beginning is the end is the beginning. And then the third one is weaving. We have to craft. Okay, so we're going to have to put on our artistic hats and create or craft the speech. So we're going to start with one worthy idea. So I want you to think of a speech as just a continuation of a string being one idea that continues throughout. Okay, so there's one main idea that starts, it continues, and then it ends. And then the other thing is, why I say worthy, it's got to be something that is worthy to the audience. Your audience has to care. Verity Price, a winner, I think last year, she said you have to create curiosity. Your audience has to buy in. So when I say worthy, I don't mean, oh, you think it's worthy. It's, is it worthy to people listening? The second one is the beginning, the end is the beginning. So before we do that, I'm going to do a little bit of a test, or a little bit of an experiment. So you have a piece of paper in front of you, have a pen ready. I'm going to read 20 words. Okay, don't write yet. So you got your piece of paper, you have your pen. Okay. Yes, pen down for now. Okay. All you're going to do is listen to the 20 words. Just listen to the 20 words. I will display them on the board, but I will read them as well. Because just like a speech, we hear it and we see it. We don't actually read it. So, here are your 20 words. Please, no writing, just listen very carefully. 1. Drop. Sulfur. Braid. Formula. Blade. Chip. Calculation. Call. Funeral. Packet. Compromise. Trap. Leader. Church. Bank. Carpet. Democratic, plot, register, restrict. Now, you have 30 seconds. Please write down as many words as you can.
Memory test.
Memory test. As many as you can remember.
I was just listening for it, self-listening. Actual memory.
Ready? Okay, let's just go through them again. Please can I have a show of hands to see if you had remembered this word? Okay, the first one, drop. Sulfur. Wow, good memories. 13. Brain. 10. Formula. Good. Blade. 1, 2. Chip. Calculation. Call. Funeral. Packet. Compromised. Track. 1, not bad. 3. Leader. Church. 7. Okay. Bank. 8. Carpet. Democratic. 7. Plot. 4. Register. Restrict. Okay. So, no one has seen these words before. The purpose of this is number 1 and number 2, we had 12 and 13. And number 20, we had 12. So that is the most number. So in other words, whatever you say in the beginning and what you say in the end is always remembered more. Okay, so that's what I mean by the beginning is the end. So studies show, it's called the primacy and recency effect, or it's also called the serial position effect, that what you remember first and what you remember last sticks with you. In fact, towards the middle, packet, compromise, and track, I have 2, 3, and 3. Okay. So for us, we have to have a good introduction, a good beginning, and we have to have a good end. And we have to keep that in mind. That is where we get our audience. So we're going to try this again. So you guys got the drill? Let's try it one more time. See how many you can remember. Oh, you're going to see some hardcore students now.
Remember the first and the last.
Yeah. A long session, just a short session.
Okay.
Longer session, you forget everything in the middle.
So here's another 20. I'm going to read it again. Same drill. House. Window. Door. Car. Street. Door. Plate. Call. Funeral. Voldemort. Door. Orange. Plane. Shop. Garden. Feast. Believe. Live. Steal. Banana. Good. I give you 5 more seconds. Quick, quick, quick.
Four of them are just the same words.
Okay. Hi. So let's quickly do the same thing. Houses. Quite a lot. Okay, I'm not going to count. We'll go quickly. Window. Quite a lot. Door. Practically almost everyone. Car. A little bit less. Street. Okay, similar. Door. Definitely. Okay, plate. A little bit less. Call. Funeral. Voldemort. Practically everyone. Okay, I'm going to skip to the end. Live.
But I spelled it wrongly.
Yeah.
Right. Steal. I don't know why steal banana. They just went in that order. Banana. Excellent. That's how I remembered it. Okay. So this is the second study. If I have a unit that doesn't belong or doesn't fit or that is unique or rare, it will be remembered more. So the implication for speeches is when you're crafting, what image are you creating or what metaphor are you using? How are you creating something that is unusual for someone to refer to and grasp onto? Okay, so it's called the isolation effect. Is when you have different variables and one of them is just weird. You'll remember it. Notice it is in the middle. I put it in the middle because that is the place where you're not supposed to remember. And again, we notice most people remembered house, window, door, and steal and banana. Okay? This effect is more powerful than the primacy and recency. In other words, think of something unique when you're doing a speech. Not necessarily a unique idea, it's just a unique image that people can refer to, or something strange in your speech. The other one is, we like repetition. Most of us said door, because it's repeated more than once. So a way to make your speech memorable, and that's going to be one of our focuses tonight, is repetition. Repeat, repeat, repeat. And with that is related words. If you have words that are related to the word, you will remember the related words more. So in the study, those are the words that most people remember. And in fact, we proved it again. Okay. Okay, so when you think of your crafting, think about how you will repeat and what words you will use. Okay, so that is the beginning, is the end, is the beginning. How are you going to get the attention in the beginning, and how are you going to get it? Okay, the next principle, the beginning, there's 3 techniques that you can use. The quip just means witty statement. Okay, remember you're trying to remember Voldemort, no-nose guy. So we use witty statements or clever statements for people to remember. The other one is anecdote or self-effacing story. An anecdote is a personal story. A self-effacing story just means a story where you kind of humble yourself, because people don't like individuals who are too boastful. They like people who show weaknesses. And they're like, oh, I have that weakness too. I like your speech. But if you're very out there, outspoken in the beginning, it's quite hard to get your audience by. Okay, so anecdote is story, and then rhetorical question. So you get the curiosity in the beginning, and at the end, you then get their attention. Okay. For the end, there's 2 techniques. One is a callback, and one is a summary. Summary repeating what we're going to say. We're actually going to work on the callback. A callback is something that they use in stand-up, referring back to a point that you've made. The reason we have a string is I want you always to remember you have the beginning, and you have the end, and the callback is when they, hello. Okay? I don't know what else to say. I was going to go kissy with this. Hello. Okay, so they kind of overlap, and you want that repetition, and that is the callback. Okay, that is a nice way, and remember, we just proved you remember what is in the beginning and what is in the end. Okay, so we're going to look at a speech, but before we do, these are 4 rhetorical devices. This is my 3rd one, weaving the thread. Okay, so you have a single message, and you're going to put some techniques within the speech. There are 4 of them. Don't worry if you don't understand what they mean now. As we do it, we will get to it. The first one is the rhetorical question. The second one is repetition and parallelism. Maths buffs here? Anyone knows what a parallel angle is, or parallel? If something's in parallel? I think everyone remembers this in maths. This is, every time I hear parallel, I just think of this. I don't know why, I just think of that.
That's parallel, yeah.
Okay, people nodding their heads. Some people going yes, but I don't really remember. Okay, so it is parallel structures. Okay, so it is the repetition of the structure. So repetition is the repetition of the word. Parallelism is the repetition of the structure. So it's still repetition. The next one is alliteration and consonance. Alliteration is the repetition of the sound in the beginning. Consonance is just the repetition of the sound anyway. And then the other 2 is antithesis or antithesis. Please don't shoot me for pronunciation. And juxtaposition. Okay, big words, but to simplify it, antithesis is, or antithesis is the repetition of an opposite idea. Directly opposite. Juxtaposition is also a directly opposite. The only difference is antithesis is again just the structure. It's like a parallelism. So, after messing your brain, just remember this. Repetition and repetition. Repetition and repetition. Repetition and repetition. That's all that is. Okay? So one is the repetition, one is the repetition of the structure. Repetition of the opposite, repetition of the opposite structure. Okay. And we're going to see how that is going to work. Simplify, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. Okay. So let's get ready to watch a speech. Bear in mind the 3 principles. Is it a worthy idea? Is the beginning, the end is the beginning. And weaving the golden thread, all you need to remember is repetition, 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 in different forms. Yes?
I'm just trying to grasp it.
Yeah, don't worry, I will give the definitions, but yeah.
So when you mentioned it's the opposite structure and the opposite,
So if I have, for example, bittersweet, these two are opposites, like an oxymoron, right? So that was bittersweet. I'm using an opposite for effect. If I repeat the structure, for example, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. So the structure is it was the best, it was the worst. The structure is this repeated, but I'm using an opposite. That's an antithesis. Okay, so don't worry. All you need to remember is antithesis is repeat structure. Parallelism, repeat structure. The other two, just repeat. So we're going to look at a speech. Before we do, okay, while we watch, I want you to try and do this while listening. Very hard. Try and summarize your speech in one sentence. Remember, the guiding principle is it must be one wordy idea. So after seeing a speech, can you summarize it in one sentence? And number two, because I like repetition, every time you hear the word not, or the phrase not ready, can you just mark it down and tally it and count how many you can get? Okay, so two objectives. Summarize the speech. What is it about? One sentence. And then every time you hear the speaker say not ready, tally it down. See how many we get. Not ready?
One. Click one.
Cheng, are you ready? Are you ready? Cheng.
Thank you, Congress Chair.
You're welcome.
Oh, as to the question, are you ready? The answer is, of course, not. Have you ever wanted to do something? Traveling around the world, starting your own business, taking on new challenges, but you didn't feel ready to do it. I know how it feels. I was born and raised in Hong Kong. When I was 21, I traveled to Europe for the first time. It is where water is more expensive than wine, where people would kiss you on the cheek, where pineapples on pizzas are illegal. Mamma mia! So interesting. That trip sparked a desire. I want to live abroad. And then my mom said, living abroad? Honey, you don't even know how to cook. Why don't you finish your law degree first? Yeah, Mom. Maybe it's too early. After 5 years, I finished my law degree, I got my lawyer's license. I want to live abroad. Then my sister said, exactly, Hannah, you just got your lawyer's license. You should start working first. And you still don't know how to cook. Well, makes sense. After 5 more years, I've worked hard for 5 years. I want to live abroad. And then my inner voice said, Hannah, oh, Hannah, you spent 10 years building your career in Hong Kong, now you want to give it up? You crazy? Have you ever wanted to do something, but the voices around you, even the voices inside you, told you that you're not ready? One day, I when my boss, Mr. Tong, came in. Mr. Tong is a very experienced lawyer, always in a sleek suit. He's my role model. Han, let's have lunch together. Oh, sure, Mr. Tong. So we went to his favorite restaurant. We were eating, talking about our cases, when Mr. Tong dropped a bomb. Han, I want to promote you as a partner of the law firm. Let's start next month. Mr. Tong, thank you so much, but I don't have enough experience. I'm not ready. And Mr. Tong looked at me like I'm an idiot. Han, you will never be ready. Just start. You'll find the way. But Mr. Tong, you're right. I will never be ready. Just start. You're so right. Thank you so much, Mr. Tong. I quit. I'm moving abroad. So I quit my job and moved to Taiwan. Was it easy? No. But Mr. Tong is right. Once you start, you'll find the way. And you know what? In Taiwan, I met my destiny. It was a hot summer day. I was melting, so I dashed into the first cafe I found. And I was greeted by Oscar. Handsome, charming, about my age. We started chatting. Suddenly, Oscar looked at me, straight in the eye. I saw sparkles of passion. And I thought, we just met. It's too fast. I'm not ready. And he asked, Hannah, have you heard of Toastmasters? Toast? What? Oscar, I don't know how to cook. But Mr. Tong said, just start. You'll find the way. So I joined. And Oscar became my mentor. We had so much chemistry. After 6 months, finally, this time, he asked me the question, Hannah, would you join the speech contest? I'm not ready, okay? But what did Mr. Tong say? So I joined the contest, and I regretted it. I had no idea what to say. I felt lost. I wanted to run away from this. I didn't feel ready. But I knew I would never be ready. So I started. And here I am. Is there something that you've always wanted to do? A better you that you've always wanted to be, but you don't feel ready? Maybe you're afraid of the unknown, afraid that you're not good enough, afraid that you may fail. But the truth is, you will never be ready. So don't wait. It's never too early. It's never too late. Just start. You'll find the way. Oh, that's Jack.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
That speech.
So you should be able to summarize that speech in one sentence. What was the main message? I'll give you a minute to check with your partner. Okay, we'll partner you up. What did you say? What do you think it is? Partner, 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 partner.
No.
Partner, partner. I know you're gonna partner. Sit here. Partner, partner, partner. See what you guys can compare.
Yeah, partner,
Partner,
okay.
partner. At the back, Adlan. Partner. Okay, you just check. What do you think it is?
I personally I thought it was this. Initially I thought it was you'll never be ready to start, but then at the end I think it was a bit longer. You'll never be ready to start. You will find a way.
And please also double check how many not readies
That's a summary.
you had.
Yeah.
Come up with a number together.
Maybe 2 sentences.
Oh, that's good. Oh, transcript. Wow. I could join a contest now. And then mark as what do you call that?
The speech is about even though you're not ready, just go for it because your life will find you.
I think it's also about failure, right? About being afraid of to fail. That's why
Yeah, the fear.
she is never ready.
Yeah.
She's never ready.
I think she summarized that the reason why she was never ready.
Okay, the team who can get the not ready will win a prize.
Wow.
The closest to the number.
But you have to think about the advice, right? Never the start, find a way.
I might be wrong.
It was
You know,
repeated
Yeah.
a few times,
Yeah.
yeah.
Quick question about the counting. Does it have to be exactly or
It can
similar?
be a similar phrase.
Ah.
And in fact, if
What?
you want, let's just say if you have the word ready, excluding the title. He uses the word ready twice without not. Don't look at the script.
Oh.
Let's just see. It's more of an exercise to see how much. Okay, Philip, what did you guys say? What did you say was the main message?
Start and you will find a way.
Start and you will find a way. Okay? And how many not readies or readies do you think there are? 12.
I got it.
Okay, you guys? What was the message?
You will never be ready to start and you will find a way.
You'll never be ready to start and find a way. And how many not ready?
3.
3.
What?
I've counted.
Yeah.
My summarized sentence is you will never be ready, so there's no point getting ready.
You'll never be ready.
That's a good try. That's a good try.
From you.
How many not ready?
I got 3.
3 as well. 3, similar, copying homework. Okay,
Is that one
message?
not ready? Is that one not ready? But
No,
someone,
it's similar. So I count as didn't ready.
To start, you'll find your way.
And we counted for
4.
just the not ready part of it.
Ah, you being exact instead of never ready or.
Yeah.
Ah. Actually, you're following instructions to
Yes.
the TV.
Yeah.
You were listening.
Never ready.
Yes. You guys, the message?
Don't wait for the right moment.
Don't wait. Do it.
wow.
Same as don't start. And how many not ready?
4.
4 as well.
Yeah.
Obeying instructions. Yes. You ladies, message? Just start, you'll find a way. And how many are not ready? 3. Okay. I'll just pick on one more team. Don't worry, the rest of you will get picked on in the next one. Adlan in the back.
The message
The winner.
is try even when you're not ready because you'll never be ready.
Mm-hmm.
And we counted 12.
Whoa.
Okay, so there are, Adina, following the rules, there are 4 not readies. There are 11 uses of the word ready. Okay, so can you quickly, I will award Adina for 4 for being exact. There are 4 not readies, but there are other never readies or don't feel ready.
Yeah.
There were 11, and
Okay.
did anyone say 11? No, but we had 2 12s. The 2 12s I will also reward. Okay, please can you go while they are basking in their glory?
You got how many? You got 12?
Yes. You'll never feel ready,
Never ready.
You
but
listen more than
start
you do.
and you'll figure it out. You will find a way.
I don't know.
Notice
You.
I
this.
can't. So every time
Okay, how many not ready? We already said I counted 11 uses of ready, but not ready, you're right, 4. It's different forms of the same thing. Okay, please can you go find all the readies and highlight them? And find all the start and you'll find the way. Please highlight them. That's where you have the highlighter. I will come around and reward you for your fantastic memory.
We do the start find the way.
Not exact before.
oh not ready. It's busy not
I
ready.
think they are all not ready.
It's starting.
Alright, so now I'm gonna ask, so for start, is it the start or starting is included?
Include. Okay, any form of the verb, the word, doesn't have to be exactly the same. Start and you'll find a way. It's fine. Don't hit it.
Oh, it's a continuous switch. Oh.
Yeah, so apparently counting 3.
We still work together as your pairs. You don't have to be secret. Sharing is caring. Okay, check with the partner. See if you got kind of the same stuff. Is it 12? Which one did I miss? Maybe I didn't include the ready, the first one, because I wanted not ready. Okay, 11, 12. The first one says, are you ready? The rhetorical question. Okay, so 11 not ready, 12 ready. How many starts?
8.
I have 6.
I counted 8.
You get 8, that's okay. Maybe you found more than me. Even better. More is better.
Oh,
I've got you'll find a way 4.
yeah.
That's fine. Okay. So,
Yeah, I got
if you think about the string theory again, imagine this is my speech and I have a central idea. What is the central idea? Doesn't matter. If you're not ready, just start, you'll find a way.
Oh, that's good.
Not ready, 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 not ready. 11 times. 12. Start. Start, 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 start. 9 times. You'll find a way, you'll find a way, you'll find a way. 4 times. Repetition. It's how your audience remembers your message. It's how you structure a speech. Okay. So we're going to look at the different types, those confusing big words again. We're going to just look at it very carefully and see, okay, how is the person used? Okay, so we're going to try and just identify your name. So if we look at the first one, I just want to point out, this is what we call the beginning. You have 20, the standard is below 30 seconds. Your leader must always be 30 seconds. Okay, that's the standard. She did it in 24. So the first thing she's done is she has used a Thank you. She's used a rhetorical question. So, have you ever wanted to do something but you didn't feel ready to do it? Addressing you, but not actually expecting you to answer. A rhetorical question is a question that lets you think, but I don't necessarily need one from. Okay. It comes from the word rhetoric. People who want to be lawyers, rhetoric is the art of argumentation. Okay. So the other thing is, this is parallelism. The structure is the same. Not fundamentally the content. So, traveling, the gerund, starting, traveling around the world. 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting your own business. 1, 2, 3, 4. Taking on new challenges. 1, 2. That is a parallel structure. She's copied the grammar structure 3 times. And it's a form of repetition because we remember the ing, and the structure. Okay, so that's the difference between normal repetition and parallelism. Parallelism is a form of repetition, but the structure, maybe. Okay. Something in Toastmasters, everyone knows about the golden 3. When we give ideas, we like to give it in 3. Think of anything that has 3 and that's quite famous. I came, I saw, I conquered. 3 Little Pigs. I don't know. Anything, there's a lot of famous quotes with 3 in it. And it's something that we just psychologically remember. Okay, so there is my beginning. She's used a rhetorical question and parallelism. Okay. Then when I go to the next paragraph, anything we can see that looks like repetition?
Where people, where pizza.
Where water is, where people, where pineapple.
Yeah.
Water, people, pineapple.
Where? Same structure. Where, object, where, object, where, object.
Wow.
Okay. So, there we go. So, they've used, again, parallelism. And where water is more expensive than wine. What? Pineapples on pizzas. Mamma mia. So this is alliteration. It's in the front. And mamma mia is consonants. It can be anywhere in the word. Okay. The reason we do this is it helps us remember sound. Remember, a speech is spoken. It is not read. And the best way to remember something is repetition of sound. So again, alliteration and consonants are repetition of sounds. Okay. Let me know if I'm going to be a little bit too quick. The next one. Okay, so she uses parallelism. What do you notice about her sentences? Long or short?
Short.
Always short. Spoken language is always shorter. Okay? Very rarely do you have long sentences. So, I want to live abroad. See if you can find that phrase. How many times does she say it? If I find it again.
A few times.
So she gets the desire. She wants to live abroad.
Yeah. Cool. Actually huge. Wow. Really nice.
I think I have it. I want to live abroad. I want to live abroad. And even this one might be considered repetition. I have it 4 times. Okay. So this paragraph, what we call the struggle, again, repetition. This rhetorical question is the same as the same question in the beginning. Have you ever wanted to do something? She's just made it a little bit more intense. And if you look at it, who's telling her in the beginning? Mom.
Mother,
Then sister. Then
in the voice.
herself. But look at the structure. Then my mom said. Then my sister said. Then my inner voice said. Okay, so I get confused between these two. Technically, the structure is being repeated, so it's a parallel. But if you just call it repetition, that is fine. Okay. Again, this is another parallelism. I finished my blank. I got my blank. I verb blank. I verb blank. I. Okay. So lots of repetition of the same thing. Next one. Okay. Usually midway through the speech, there is a turning point or a change. The person struggles. What must I do? What must I do? And then someone intervenes and changes their life. And that was her boss, Mr. Tom. Is there anywhere here an example of alliteration or repetition or something that we can see? Anything we see familiar? Names repeated. From the beginning, I'm not ready. Let's start. Just start. So she's repeating again. Just start, you'll find a way. So this was the message. Hannah, you will never be ready. Just start, you'll find a way. What did we say was the main message? Just start, you'll find a way. And everything else is repeated. Just start. And then now you will find a way starts being repeated 4 times. Okay, and that's how you get the solution. Okay, so before it was repeating, I'm not ready, and now it's start, wait. The alliteration is sleep suit. Sleep suit. Okay, last one before we move on to ourselves. This one. Not ready. I don't know how to cook. It's a repetition of the first, and she's done it 3 times. This one for comedic effect, because now she is the one saying it. Okay. I would like to do a workshop on comedy, but this is reversal of expectations. That's where comedy works. But you can see, find a way. I'm not ready. Didn't feel ready, but I start. Repetition. Okay. And again, rule of 3. Parallelism, subject, verb, subject, verb, subject. Okay. Not necessarily repeating the content, just the structure. And then the last one, This is the one that is full of it, because it is the end. Sorry, it's okay. You have your speech. If you look at the end and you compare it to the beginning. Okay, so go back. So in the end, is there something you always wanted to do? If you go to the beginning, have you ever wanted to do something but you weren't ready for it? Okay. She had traveling, starting, taking, wanted to do something, and now she's repeating the 3. Why didn't she do it? Afraid, afraid, afraid. Okay? And then it's never too early, it's never too late. I think that's from the song. But you're asking about structure. It's never too early, it's never too late. Early and late are opposites, but the structure is the same. So we call that antithesis. Okay, so antithesis just means opposite but same structure. Okay, just start, you'll find a way. And that's literally the message that she has. Okay. So it literally, see, the beginning is the end, is the beginning. If you compare them, are you ready? It's never too early, it's never too late, just start, you'll find a way. They combine. You have 3, you have 3. 3 challenges, 3 fears. They're connected. Okay, and that's kind of how you go back to the beginning. I know it's quite a lot to digest, so we're going to take a little break before I get you to do one without me. But as a nice chigu, I have printed out those devices. Okay, so what is a rhetorical question? What is a antithesis? What is a juxtaposition? What is alliteration? Okay, all big words for just saying repetition. Whatever form, everything you can see, all the things you've highlighted, it's all repetition. But it's crafted very well. Okay, so I'll give you this. You can take a break. We've got about 10 minutes break. Have some coffee, maybe let your brain cool down, and then we will be back. If you need to go to the toilets, I believe I'm direction lost now because we're in the other venue. On the right side. Okay, so 10 minutes break. We will reconvene at about 9:40. I mean 8:40, not 9:40.
Wow, that's a long
It's a long
break.
break.
That's a long
Go out and have dinner.
Is it still open next door?
The
Close?
spoonful, right?
Yeah.
Last time they were open only because there were some delegates or something. The delegates or some students exchange program or something.
Okay, English literature lesson time.
Oh, they're still alive. Oh, thank you, sir. So nice of you. Wow.
Oh, that wasn't covered or later? Enough for
These are the fancy words we heard.
That's just a fancy word for saying it's in the beginning.
Ah, okay. Night is blood down. Okay, then this of the refreshments. No, sorry, this one is just like the king in I'm a member of the club. It's a club, yeah, basically. So as guests, you can just walk in, just pay. But members, we pay for the whole half year lah. We pay for the half year, so kita akan mendatangi balik. Basically, we committed to come almost every meeting. And to itulah, as members, we actually have access to the website. The website actually has a lot more resources. So this is basically our way of yang kita two different types of meeting. One is the training meeting, which is the training workshop meeting, and then the other one is the normal meeting where we have a small table topics like random topic, then you present, and then you prepare speeches. So the members, we have assignments to improve on our speech crafting, and then the evaluation. So how we can improve on that. So kalau cakap saja, no one will be feedback. So that's the normal meeting lah. So today's meeting is the training workshop. So basically some of the contents macam English class. Tapi I think it's more impactful because as you can see from the structure of having an impactful speech. Macam it's not just about the correct vocabulary or grammar or apa, but actually, yeah. So that's why this is very different from normal English class. More like associate. So, some of the members pun teachers juga, so they actually create the grammar club in the school. So they can events, I think St. Andrews or I think semua kan. So the students ya, itulah ada club for but apparently the teacher can only transfer so much knowledge. So sometimes in this club, you included from academy. Walaupun pandai pulang sudah, I would say I consider myself an established teacher. But it's like times like this when I see I know some of that lah, but I would say I only know like, okay, I'm just going to be generous here, I know only 50%. I know about the Prime Minister and decency effect. That's why usually when I give talks I don't give too long. Some other breaks in between, so people remember beginning. I didn't know about the repetition and structure tu, ada namanya lagi tu. So some of this pun I know 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, this one obviously I only know 30%. So kita kena sesuai lah. Yes, yang si Charles ni, last year lah, he was president of the club, and he also joined the speech competition. So as you noticed the intro, we have 3 clubs. So in Brunei so we do have a local national competition with so orang kena
because you'll see when I give you the next.
Pernah podium. That one to is the whole Brunei lah. But from the local Brunei, then we compete with the other one in the region, Sabah, Sarawak, Malaysia. Then one level after that is international. Yang we saw today, yang on the screen, video, that's the international competition. I'm here to learn from the people who are better than me. As much as I like to do very good, mesti tahan go sikit. Macam aku entah ada kurang lagi. Last minggu work ada macam presentation apa? Okay. So that'd be useful. How to create a report pun ada. I think ada, so ada pathway apa? So ada juga macam apa project management kan, or I don't know, yes, ada different pathway for whatever that you want to do lah. Personally, my job is as a speaker, as a trainer, as a facilitator. So my pathway is effective coaching. So how to make my coaching training skills better. Kalau bukan confident, just buat ada pelanggan, ada assignment juga. Pilih topik buat saya. I did one time macam buat saja. Sekali kena evaluate. Kalau partner dia orang bagi feedback tu, you can so we have meeting every 2 weeks. So next week ada, the week after that ada. So that one will be the normal meeting. So then you can see a different way that it's conducted. So why you guys drop by? What's the main reason?
Look at this, look at how many things I was like, oh, Charles! And then people are having to like,
I would say the easy and cheap way of training. Kadang some companies send the employees to train for workshops that cost hundreds of dollars. This one basically not basically $5 a week for 200 plus per year. And then every 2 weeks you have a training. You learn every time you do it. It's an easy way to do training. Okay, job on the HR. So procurement. Saya lupa your name. Fahmi. So you're from RTV. I know it's government. So RTV, what department are RTV?
Ada uniform.
Promo. So like iklan TV radio.
We schedule it.
You schedule the
The
okay. So dia dalam TV pun although TV go okay, salah.
Tapi kita apa?
Oh, you did? I work for Shell Library. I teach entrepreneurs.
It's not hot. Are you feeling hot or cold?
You're very cold.
You're feeling hot.
I'm feeling cold.
Also, you are actually increasing the
So
temperature.
you're individual or
Okay.
under?
Under Shell Library.
I'm literally blowing my hand. It's like natural wind. Oh, why? It's natural wind spring.
We work together sama there, there's a lot of enterprise, so they do a lot of training. Livewire was
I don't know for
2001.
I heard this before.
Was when Livewire started. I think there, technically 2015. Was when the started. Yeah, in the
Same thing as if you.
Wow. Banyak ingat there more than Livewire.
Yeah, I also thought there's the first one. Then there's problem with the positioning or the branding or the way to start.
The focus people different lah, the target market. Macam mana kalau TV the target market certain age, certain group. I'm curious though, macam like daily is it a lot of daily but every day macam is it a TV atau radio?
Mine TV.
TV.
I started with radio actually. I started with radio since 1996.
Which level are you
So it's my
I just gave
baby.
The beginning is the end of the beginning. I'm still
The
trying to.
beginning is the end, is the beginning.
The end is the beginning.
Do you know what song title that's from?
From Batman Forever?
Yes, it's a Smashing Pumpkins song.
Yes.
From Batman.
Is it Smashing Pumpkins? Yeah. Is it?
It's the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger as Dr. Freeze.
I thought there was two songs though.
There's
the
another
beginning
one.
is the end is the beginning and the end is the beginning is the end? Is it? I don't know.
There might be another one.
So I think it's the same album with the R. Kelly song. I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so.
I just know the other one is U2. They did Kiss.
Oh, yeah.
Me, Kill
Hold
Me.
me to me, kiss me. I don't
Just
remember. Yeah.
Batman. This is our age, maybe the 90s.
Yeah. Yes. 90s.
Early 90s, maybe late 80s. Was it 1992?
I seem to remember I was in yeah, it's probably around there. So around 90s like that, 90 around early on.
30 something years ago.
What? No, I watched on the VCD. It should be 90s. Before 90s, I was watching on cassettes.
The little thing that goes on the TV like this.
Oh no, wait, no. After cassette was laser discs.
Those were expensive.
We only had rentals.
Rental.
Luis
Even the taps, the taps are rentals.
Yeah.
All the rental shops.
and
We had something called Blockbuster.
oh no, we never had that. We only had the pirated ones, the pirated Blockbuster.
The guy who has it in his bag and he sells it at a table.
No, a whole shop. Like in fact, Changhok PC used to be cassette shop.
VCDs.
Yeah, VCDs. No,
I remember the ones you had to rewind. You had to rewind it and return it. And then you get in trouble if you didn't rewind it.
I'm trying not to not.
Should be 90s. I
trying not to
remember.
not. I'm trying to. Oh, that's not my generation. Don't give it away. Dragon Ball.
Well, yeah, that's also my time.
No,
That was
Index,
that.
Index.
Dragon Ball, I remember it was 92, 93. And that time my father had a satellite TV, so we watched it on the Indonesian channel.
Wow, that's advanced.
Yeah, so Indonesia in the 90s. But I remember when I was in uni, 2001, that's when it was showing on Malaysian TV on Sunday morning.
1 minute only, go overtime, it's 4 to 5.
Let's see what's part 2.
And 1 minute.
How did you get the transcript? Did you use any
YouTube closed caption. Yeah, automatic.
I think it's already available, right?
Yeah, every YouTube video has a closed caption. Whether if it's the original one or it's just the AI
download the
generated
script?
one. Yes, you can copy paste.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you can copy paste. So whether it's actually or not, that's another thing. If it's a multi-language thing, it takes down. English to English, it works.
I think Toastmasters also releases those scripts.
It should be.
Yeah.
I think like TED Talks originally it wasn't YouTube channels didn't have the description. So TED Talks, all of them had a specific transcription and translations. So, but now with AI, it's like,
Okay. I really hope that gave you some time to just calm the mind, cool the brain. My brain is overheating. So just to go back to string theory, before I show you the next speech, and in the next speech, I'm going to try to do as little as possible. Okay, so I want you to think of the 3 principles, or the 3 things that I say are part of string theory. One being the word, the idea. So the speech has to have an idea, just like this speech. It only had one idea. You're not ready? Just do it. Just stop. Okay. Quite simple, actually, but it ran throughout and it was there. The next speech, I decided to give an old speech, one that was done in 2013, just to show you that nothing has changed. But literally nothing has changed. This is the way international speeches are done in Toastmasters. It is kind of a formula, but it is a style that people should try and mimic or adopt. Okay? Because research shows, just like we were doing, repetition helps you remember someone's speech. And if there's little nuances or changes in repetition throughout, they give a great speech. Remember, the beginning is the end is the beginning. Mouthful. That the beginning for these two, this is another reason why I changed them, they are circular. Okay? They overlap and they kind of answer each other. Some people, when they write speeches, they actually do the conclusion and the introduction first and then work out the middle. Or some people do the middle and then do the conclusion and introduction last, but do it at the same time. Whatever floats your boat. My one is always, I usually do the intro and conclusion first. And then you can just fill in the middle to get to your destination. And then the weaving the golden thread, everyone has that piece of paper with all the terms. You can try practicing using the terms. If you see parallelism, maybe you can put a P. If you see repetition, you can try and put it in. If you're not sure, just put repetition. Okay. And the challenge, maybe even alliteration and consonants. I didn't do much of that. The repetition of the sounds. Okay. So we're going to watch the next speech. I will be nice. I will give you the speech while you watch it. But do watch the speech. Okay. It's nice to have it while watching. Please excuse the typo in the title. Sorry, Lawrence. I've let the team down. Lawrence is the teacher. I'm apologizing especially to him.
Change your tire. Change by a tire. This, oh, change by a tire.
What's the spelling mistake? I don't see it.
I think it's a capital T and a small t.
That's it. Tire is not a capital. Should be a capital in the second.
What is it? Could be like Colgate.
Does it hurt you?
It does. Okay, are we ready? I'll just play. Enjoy.
Speaker number 9. Vasilev. Excuse me. Presian Vasilev. Good luck. Mention your name and no. Presian Vasilev changed by a tire. Changed by a tire. Presian Vasilev.
The steering wheel jerked. I tried to keep the car in control. That night in Chicago, a flat tire changed me. I pulled in the nearby gas station, and under bright lights, parked on a slope leading to a busy street. Mr. Contest Chair, toastmasters and guests, have you ever done something stupid? I broke the first rule of changing a tire. Choose a level spot. Friends, in Chicago, there aren't that many slopes. But that night, I found one. Why do flat tires always happen when you're dressed up? Opened the trunk, excavated the jack, unused for centuries. Rusty piece of metal. I thought, I can handle it. Loosened the nuts, placed the jack down. Half hour to remove the tire. The only support in front, the rusty jack. Back at the trunk, I pulled out the spare tire, shook the entire car. I saw the car going downhill.
Oh no.
Bang! The jack collapsed. The car collapsed. My lungs collapsed. An inner voice said, "You are an idiot." Then another voice, "Reach out. Reach out. I can handle it." Lifted the car almost enough. Bang! If it first, you don't succeed. Almost enough. Bang! The car had moved to a steeper slope. I grasped the gravity of the situation. The people at the bus stop across the street were looking at me. I was giving a demonstration how not to change a tire. Then that voice again. Reach out. Reach out? Should I involve him? Of course not. That's not my car. In the gas station, behind the counter, stood a big man with a big smile. Badge read, Jesse. He said, my friend, was your car doing push-ups? I told him I did something stupid. I asked him for help. We got out. Jesse looked at the car and said, you were right. That's stupid. Let me show you. You never know who you're going to find when you reach out. I found a DJM, Distinguished Jackmaster. Jesse helped me lift the car up. Rusty, foolish hand, shook Rusty, helping hand. That night, I stopped to change a tire. Instead, the tire changed me. I used to believe that to reach out was weakness. I discovered my weakness was refusing to reach out. When you reach out, you attract ideas that lift you up. When you reach out, you attract solutions that lift you up. When you reach out, you attract friendships that lift you up. Maybe you want a better voice. Reach out to a singer. Maybe you want better writing. Reach out to a writer. Maybe you want better tire changing skills. Reach out to me. I'll give you Jesse's number. Is there something collapsed in your life? Your knowledge may be limited. Your skills may be rusty, but no doubt you'll be changed when you reach out. Mr. Chuck.
No, what have this?
Okay, so we're going back to the one worthy idea. So, I'm going to give you, again, I would like you to try working your pairs again. It's always good to have a buddy for you to check and double check. I want you to try, again, summarize what is the main idea of the speech, or what is the speech about in one sentence. Okay. Then, once you have done that, I want you to do what we did previously. If you see any of the techniques being used, repetition, parallelism, okay, if you need to look at the notes you can, assonance, alliteration, consonants, look for any signs of those techniques that we have on the piece of paper. Is there antithesis or juxtaposition? try find repeats. Okay, so you can work together. I'll give you about 15 minutes, and then I'm going to ask you just to report back and see what we can get. Try to count the repeats as well. We counted in the first one. How many times is that repeated for each one? Okay, you can work together.
Kemudian juga jadi anak orang. Banyak itu kan dia tuliskan.
See, that is the other one. You're going to teach. Yeah, remember you can compare with your partner. Try count them, see how many of the repetition you can find. If you find something else that we haven't covered, that's also good. Maybe you see another device that we actually haven't spoken about today.
I have to listen to the other ones, but if you really know the technique and accent, you can rock out. So here you were learning to when you watched it, you were picking it up. The first one, you learned the way
You have to place it to contrast the character object and settings on by side to find out the uses.
This change is repeated.
Similarly, you write the concept of some of the character. This is still
Let me reach out to you and see if I got the same amount. 13. Okay, I'm double checking. 13, yes, it can be the same. How many rusties?
Rusty is 4.
4, same. Stephen? 3. Me? I got 4.
You got 4, okay.
Somehow I counted idiot. Oh yes, that's it. That's why I have 4.
Oh,
idiot is a form of stupid. Yeah. Okay, cool. It doesn't have to be exactly the same, because remember, it's repetition of similar vocab.
Yeah.
Up, lift you up,
Up, I got 4.
Feels like it should be more, but I can't find any more.
Right?
Yeah. There's one up that is not really a lift you up. It's like a funny, like there, you have lift up.
Yeah,
lift
the something up, yeah.
push up. There's the way up as well. So it's disguised in another.
Alright.
It's still repetition.
Push up, lift up. So the message is reach out to lift you up.
That's nice. I stopped it with you guys. Society involves contrast, idea, balance, assessment.
It's a bit different than I initially thought. Because you mentioned tire change me, right? This should be the message. You mentioned again, change your tire instead of the tire change.
Yeah, repeating the.
But then a lot of lift you up, reach out.
I think it's what then is what main context and the context and subtext. So I think that's the title, that's the storyline. But the reach out, lift you up is the lesson.
It's like start, like just now, start and find a way. It's like reach out.
Yeah.
And but then not ready. It's like
Okay.
yeah.
But trying to find structure in the beginning. I can't find the structure in the beginning. It feels like just storyline. So I can't find any structure other than this.
But what I found is that they have a lot of setup here.
Oh, so it's the setup.
They have a lot of setup. The Rusty was actually mentioned a few times at the later book.
Yeah, I see.
But I don't think it's powerful.
Yeah.
That Rusty wasn't that powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, shaking hands and
Yeah.
so doing he's trying to pump in things, but that part didn't appeal that much to me. I also think the turning point. Why are we analyzing the speed?
Yeah, I think that's the point. Yeah, like looking for the turning point.
I don't feel the turning point is that impactful. I don't know. Like
for me, I think this is the before the turning point. The turning point itself is when he actually reached up. So it's the.
But the downhill part was, I mean, literally downhill. Right?
Yeah.
It wasn't that strong. Right? Like what I'm saying.
Yeah, the impact wasn't that big.
It wasn't like my car crashed.
Yes.
What happened?
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't feel very sad. Oh, he's copying me.
These are the people who overanalyze.
It's not part of the assignment. Yeah, it's a champion speech. The pronunciation part was
Yeah, it's fun, I find funny because the first one was Hong Kong, right? There's an accent. This one,
Russia.
Yeah, I say Eastern European. Yeah. So
very strong accent.
Yeah, but somehow again, I guess when the message is good, then if your English is terrible, it's still.
Yeah, I couldn't get some of the punchlines though.
Yeah.
But it's back from 2013. Right? I probably haven't joined toastmaster.
Oh shit! I was
Okay, let's give it time.
No, I was VPE.
So I'm just going to ask for some feedback. We'll try and go through it very, very quickly. I'm going to go to the first thing. What should, if we were to summarize it in one sentence, any volunteers to say, what is this about?
Reach out.
Reach out.
And lift you up.
Literally, that's what it is. Okay, so reaching out for help, don't do it alone, is a strength, and that can help you achieve things. Okay, but reach out, don't do it alone is even better. Okay, so here's the golden thing. How many reach outs did we have?
13.
14? Okay.
14.
I got 13. I don't know. I count 3 times.
I count 13. Maybe there's 14. I could be wrong. How many stupids?
4.
4, including
Including the word idiot.
Including idiot. Yeah.
Rusty?
Rusty 4.
4. And up or
Lift up.
5. Yeah.
Now, when you look at that repetition, this is the message. Reach out, even if you're stupid and rusty, it will lift you up.
Oh.
The power of the string. Repeating the same message over and over again. Okay, so that's what, if you just walk away from tonight, you walk away with the idea of repetition. The repetition gets your message across. So, we'll go to the beginning. Can I ask you guys anything to tell us quickly? What did you notice in the introduction? I'm going to go and pick on every group. So it's my teacher coming up. Anything here that is a repetition or something you found interesting? It's quite a hard one. There's only maybe one technique. It's not a repetition.
Juxtaposition. The
Antithesis.
or juxtaposition.
This is a pun, not really. There's one thing.
Then
Rhetorical.
Rhetoric.
Okay. So, what do you notice about this rhetorical question and the other one in the other speech? You go look
Have
at
you
the one in the
ever-
instruction in the other speech.
Did you ever wanted dot dot dot?
Have you ever?
Yeah.
That is the gold standard of trying to get an audience. Have you ever done things? Go and watch a few speeches. 80% of them, they use the rhetorical method. Okay, I call it a cheap tactic, but it works. Okay. Notice the introduction is below 30 seconds. You get the hook. Have you ever done this? And something stupid is using self-effacing humor. You can remember what I mentioned about self-effacing? Putting yourself down. Okay, so there's two techniques. Okay, rhetorical question and self-effacing. Okay, let's go to the next one. Lawrence? Anything you notice interesting? Parallelism, which one? Okay.
Loosen the nuts.
Open is a verb. Excavated is a open something. This is a parallelism. It's a repetition of the structure, not the content. Okay? So he has action something, action something, action something. Okay? And later on you will see here is Rusty, which you all noticed was repeated. Okay? Rhetorical question again. Anyone get antithesis? Okay. Many. What's the opposite of many? Few or one. Okay, so he's used a opposite. In fact, not antithesis, because it's not the same structure. It's a juxtaposition. Okay, juxtaposition just means opposite, not same structure. Comes from the word position, the opposite. Okay, there's your parallelism. Nice, Lawrence. Okay, next group. Nina. Loosen the nuts. Yep. Oh wait, Liam and Matthew. Sorry, Liam and Matthew first. Anything from this? Which one?
I know, right? It's a good head memory.
Parallelism. I'll accept collapse, collapse, collapse. Good. Here you have Rusty again. Repeated from the previous one. Okay. Even this, loosen the nuts, is repeated from the previous one. Action and verb. So, there's Rusty. For me, I was debating if this is antithesis. In front, object. Back at object. Front and back are opposite, and the structure is similar. So for me, that might be antithesis, but yes, well done. Parallelism. Okay, that's the conflict. And then, oopsie, here is the struggle. Okay, Dina, this time. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Reach out. Good. Of course not. Yeah, an opposite. I might accept that. So when you're saying here, reach out. Should I involve them? Of course not. Okay, just using an opposite, I would do that as well.
There's arbitration with steeper slope and grabs the gravity.
Steeper slope collapse with gravity.
That's the good.
What technique?
Alliteration.
Alliteration, yeah.
Grasp the gravity. Good. I didn't even pick that up. GG.
I didn't get that.
Grasp the gravity. Steeper
You did?
slope. Alliteration.
Wow, I didn't see that.
Excellent. Chocolate. Does that deserve a chocolate?
No.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes. There, I didn't even. Oh wait, I did. Yeah. Lots of repetition. Rhetorical question at the end.
Yeah, alliteration. Mana sampai the whole
And again, well done on picking that up.
Somewhere there.
Yeah.
Something that people do with alliteration is they like to do it in pairs. It just creates the flow. Up to you. normally goes in pair and pair. Okay, our guests. Is it the sisters or is it half a sister?
You want to show us, no?
Half a sister. And yes.
What was it then?
It's a long one.
Yeah, this is the end. Is it the end? Yeah, this is the end.
Hey, no. One more.
Oh no,
One more.
Okay. So we might reach it.
Okay, lots of parallelism. I put little 3 dots here. If you look at your notes, there's something called anaphora. Anaphora is the parallelism when it begins in the front. Okay, it's used in poetry because we're speaking. We use it in speech.
Anaphora. So the ending, this
Lots of rusty,
collapse,
even though it's in a different context.
yeah, collapse and rusty. Which is in
And
the
lots of
beginning.
stupid.
The collapse.
That is his
Collapse.
message. I'm rusty, I'm
Rusty
stupid.
metal, rusty.
And he repeats it. Okay. Just because of time, we'll do the end or the beginning of the end. Don't want to keep it too long.
Yep.
Okay, just quickly. The end. For me, this is parallelism, same structure but different content. If you called it repetition, that's still okay. Parallelism is repetition. Okay? There's his message, and there's his reach out. Okay. So, same thing. If I go to the first introduction and I compare it to the conclusion. Have you ever done something stupid? And then, is there something collapsed? What's your solution? They overlap. Okay, so again, this is the cyclical introduction and conclusion. Matching. If my okay, there we go. He was changed by a tire. Are you collapsed? No doubt you will be changed. He answers. Have you ever done something stupid? Yes. Want to be better? Okay. So that's kind of me coming to an end. Before I leave, I just want to remind you of the 3 things. No, we didn't get to pick on everyone. I should have started on this side.
It's okay.
We never had a chance.
I know you have to rotate the room.
Don't worry about it. It's okay.
People just feel neglected. Okay? So, one-worthy idea. When you write a speech, you must be able to put your idea in one sentence. If you cannot, your speech needs improvement. Second one, is the beginning, is the end of the beginning? In other words, do they link somehow, some way? Here, they link by repetition. And in the last one, weaving the thread, you have those kind of strategies, but at the end of the day, it all is repetition. Okay, good luck with your crafting your speeches. Just so you know, these speeches look great. Trust me, this is not the first draft, this is the 20th draft. He did not write this speech by himself. He got at least 4 other people to help him write. Okay, so don't feel discouraged when you're writing a speech and you expect this. This has been worked on for months. He's also practicing. So, but at least I want you to take something away that you can use in your speech. And that's it from me. I will now hand the meeting over to our president.
I am the president of this small nice club. Small to mine. Well, the club is small, but the guests are huge right now. Okay, so we'll go accordingly. So announcement for the next day. So thank you everyone for coming tonight. So if you would like to experience this again, please come to the next meeting. Our next meeting is in 2 weeks' time, but the structure will be different. So this is a training meeting, a training workshop. The next meeting will be the normal meeting where you'll see people try table topics, random topics for just 2 minutes, and then the members might have a prepared speech. So like the examples that you saw, maybe you can practice your speech analysis then later as well. And then at the end is the evaluation. So please come in the next 2 weeks' time, which I think the business meeting will be in So please help support me. So next is the guest comments. So we'll start with Fun, since the reference started from me and I'm going to start from you. What are your comments? Have you liked or disliked anything, or what have you done from the
For first timer, I didn't expect. I learned a lot. Two sentences is just like for me, jaw dropping. jaw dropping. So like a lot or more to learn. So I like to come there.
would like to use you?
Thank you for the session. For me, I didn't expect much, but I gained a lot of knowledge, and I'm looking forward to join next meeting. Yeah.
For me, it's also something that I don't expect much, but really there was a lot of information dropped at a moment to me, so eye-opening in a sense. Like, want to attend the next meeting to get to know more about this podcast.
Came late, suddenly learning, I think.
Hi, good evening. Dominic. Dominic.
Dominic.
Yeah. This is my second attendance. What I can say for this meeting is, I would say, key takeaway is the chance to put your speech in one sentence and things that work. I've done lots of speeches before in a personal setting, so it's very difficult to present because I didn't have the foundation. So now it's thank you.
Which one's Bell, which one's Bella? Bella. Bell. Bell and Bella. Yes.
I think I've learned a lot about speech. And it's very interesting, but I think there are a lot more to learn about it.
Thank you.
This session has been quite educational, and I think I really have to try and practice again to get used to the things that we've learned, and it's very helpful.
Thank you. Yes.
I find the workshop very meaningful because I learned quite a number of techniques and how to write a speech, especially where you have to repeat the idea again and again. So yeah, I find it very meaningful. Education, like she said. Thank you.
This is my first time joining a workshop. I look forward to meeting you all also but also participating in the next workshop, very toastmaster. I learned a lot today and I'm very grateful to be here.
So this already done? Thanks. Already. Okay, then catch up.
but then goes to the next part, the members feedback. So any members would like to give me feedback?
Yeah, I'd like to. Thanks, Charles. I want to say something. Being a long-time Toastmaster, this evening is very blessed. We're not here to learn, but to inspire by two powerful speeches, especially with the message like, just do it! You'll never be ready! And ask questions, reach out when you don't know anything. Don't try to be smart. This is a powerful, inspiring message. Thank you so much for your effort. I hope you all learned it and felt by the message and bring home with you.
No more people. Cannot top this. I don't know how to top this.
You don't have to top off.
Sorry, I will.
Okay, yes.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rosanna, and Mom Cookies that I made it. And I want to appreciate Charles for delivering the workshop today. I think he really blew my mind in so many ways. That he was able to capture so much technique in such a short period of time. And honestly, in the time that I've been Toastmaster, which is about 20 years, I've never seen anyone deliver a workshop like this. To be honest. And I'm so grateful that we've had the opportunity and that all of you decided to come tonight to experience something that potentially we may not experience again in a very long time. Charles demonstrated a lot of expertise in the topic and was able to take us through and apply. Because the most important thing is with knowledge comes application. And he was able to do that with the exercises that he gave us tonight and to raise our awareness. Now the thing is that when you're writing speeches, you don't get to that level automatically. It is progression. Some of you may, if you're new to Toastmasters or a new member or thinking about signing up, I've never written a speech before, and that's fine. Because it's just a matter of taking baby steps at each point. I remember when I first helped Amelia, she wrote her speech. It is nice to read, but not necessarily able to present clearly across what she wanted to present. So we had to rewrite. We had to rewrite her speech. And Charles, and I just wanted to also repeat what Charles had said earlier, is that when it comes to speech writing and public speaking and presentation, it is a process of repetition and practice. And while we like to believe that practice makes perfection,
Okay.
I personally don't believe it, and I always believe that with practice makes progress. The more practice that you do, the more progress that you will make. So I highly encourage you, if you are here, to pursue self-development in terms of your public speaking, presentation skills, then Toastmasters is the best platform for you to be able to achieve this, because we go through the process of repetition in our club meetings. We learn about impromptu speaking, we practice impromptu speaking, we apply Toastmasters projects to present prepared speeches, to understand, to meet certain objectives, and then we learn about giving and receiving feedback. And I don't think that you can necessarily get that anywhere out there in the real world per se, because this is the safe environment to learn. We're here to learn and support one another. If you're not a Toastmaster, I really encourage you to sign up today. You can talk to Charles, you can talk to Zaki, talk to Amir, you can talk to Bobby, talk to me, you can talk to any one of the Toastmasters in the room if you'd like to join us in the Brunei Students Club. We are the first Toastmasters Club in Brunei that was set on 1st April 2000, and we produce many Toastmasters who have gone to pursue public speaking skills or have become trainers, so on and so forth, or become successful in their own professional career. So I want to say thank you so much again to Charles. Let's give a round of applause. Thank you so much to our friends from Otters that have come down from Brunei Advanced Speakers. Our air director is here, to the Brunei Speakers Club members for always showing up, and to our guests. You have made tonight fantastic. Thank you so much for the people.
So any other business aside from the other clubs?
Hi, good evening. I do have two AOB to share. So first off, if you would like meeting on the 25th of October. Our Toastmaster of the evening will be Heidi, our president. We will have two speeches, an icebreaker and a level 5 speech, and also a fireside chat. And we'll announce the guest when we have the process. So you're welcome to also attend the Night Advanced Speakers Club meeting. And the second announcement is for members. The area installation night is on the 26th of October, and we will have an installation of the new executive committee members. So please indicate whether you're able to come in the WhatsApp group so that we can get the head count and then we can continue on with the organizing plans. Thank you.
Any other business? What's your next meeting?
Might as well, Ivan.
Yeah, might as well. Probably.
Hi, good evening everyone.
Good evening.
I'm from office, all the way in KB, so I've got some friends with me here tonight as well, Pavitra, Ashraf, PRs of KB, Jason, Adina, guests from KB, Waisan. So just want to announce that we do have a meeting at KB Internaga Club next Wednesday on the 9th of October. So if you're interested, do perhaps contact the Toastmasters here in Brunei Speakers Club for more information on how to get to the club. So same time, 7:30 to 9:30, different space, same learning, same thing. We do learn on public speaking, communication. That's all
But some of the Brunei Speakers Club members might offer carpooling. So if transportation is an issue, then we might be able to.
Wow.
Okay, might more than 50% chance.
Oh, we do it.
Okay, so if no other business, none, then my responsibility provided a closing remark. So even as a seasoned speaker myself, I actually learned a lot. So just copying your words, mine was my mind wasn't blown, it was blasted. And right now my brain is kind of fried, and I'm like analyzing or analyzing other things that I've heard before. And interestingly, a few politicians use the same tricks. So there's the famous, should I say, best and worst example with three main messages that you might have heard before: lock her up, build the wall, and hang Mike Pence. Does anyone know what person I'm talking about?
No.
I didn't see him consider. So the example I'm sharing is ex-President Donald Trump. So as not smart as he is, he was elected, and he was elected because he practiced some of the simple tricks. And one of the things he does is repetition, something simple. And it becomes a meme, it becomes a message, it becomes an anthem. So that's one way for you to get followers, just repeat.
That's how to be president.
We don't approve of the message, but we approve of something.
So just learn from the best or the worst. I personally learn from both. So I hope everyone had an enjoyable evening. Again, I hope to see you again in the near future with the other meetings, whether it's with us, Brunei Speakers Club, in 2 weeks' time, or with others next week, or with Brunei Speakers Club at the end of the month. So I'd like to close the meeting, and I would invite everyone for a group photo session. And also, last reminder of guest fees are $5 for yes, students special rate of 3, but even special rate first timers are free. So, lucky people. Okay, what's the deadline? Okay, I'll just okay, so I close the meeting and invite everyone for a photo shoot.
Photo. I'm here for the photo.
Already
I would like to claim that I knew a few of the things that you said, and best 50%, it was looking at the list, like the alliteration and everything, it's like counted for that. Just learn, right? You already need this repetition. Yeah.
Animating songs, poetry, storylines.
Wow.
Yeah.
Took me a while.
But the one thing that thinking now, wow, I never thought about analyzing winning speeches. Okay. Shouldn't be analyzing athletes, analyzing.
a few spas, like I think but they said minimum is 2,000. So they were like, how can you raise it? Yeah. 800 per day. Then within a certain amount of time. No, 13, no way. That's the first problem. Like, okay, first problem is big, but I feel like I can rest. The second problem is, I've made it with the internship myself. Is about because it's really that is like all the United authority all the everything is there, but I know my job life is not so you need to come to a proposing what's the maximum you don't worry too much about
forcing you to come here. It's okay. If anything, you can just
so this needs to be like percentage of this and that. How much saving? So the equity, all the equity. So there's like another level of which I do not have a lawyer.
Charles, I thought about something interesting. So, Bill and Bella, they're 13. And they're just like your age. Wow.
13, right?
Oh, you teach what levels and 7 and 8? 7 and 8. So they're your age group. Because I was asking them, like, do they get what's going on? Because it's quite heavy for adults, right? And they're like, yeah, it's fine. But at 13, though, I wasn't that smart at 13. I was pretty dumb.
I think it's their mom. did. Thank you for making it. I enjoyed it.
I really enjoyed it.
Oh, okay. And then suddenly not buy it.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, that was my math. I was like, okay, parallel. It's nice to take the speech home, and the speech is on YouTube, so you can watch it again. So I just took it. Oh no, I'm happy. It's always nice. Next one, because there's lots of techniques.
Although I'm inviting him to a few stuff,
especially
like
the second sponsor, I think he's very good. That's the delivery. So we only did literary technique. Delivery is leaving. This is your is it complicated? Yeah. I was setting this up. I think when you go back and you look at it.
Yeah, some young students can I search
I really like that when you look at the position, you put it together, that's the really balance. And if you do the same thing with put it together, and it's a message somewhere. It's the power of repetition. But the problem is when you listen to the speech, you don't pay attention.
So you said the fish,
it actually helps. And I didn't put the time as a thing, like even the description, turning point, both of them is the same. The conclusion is the same as the 30 seconds. So each one you I want to visit you guys again. I just don't know. Wednesdays I've started a new Oh, now I see how. So my hobbies start.
I don't know.
Your design is supposed to be just for books. Yeah, books, but at some point.
They were asking about how to.
Normally they have someone.
Oh, monetization.
Yeah, and I was like working with people, so I know like the amount of money coming from people.
How does that work? I mean, I know how Google Ads. Technically, you can make money from Google Ads, but
you're making from the ads.
Yeah, but YouTube, I don't know. Because
it changes every year.
Must have been another.
To make money as a social media influencer, like in Brunei, you have like 3 hubs. 3 hubs. So what Japan sponsors, yeah, it's getting from the sponsors. So for his
the only thing
following, and get money from the sponsors. Yeah, from the sponsors. The rate for a normal influencer would be about $200 per post.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So but for Reynolds rate, it should be about up to 400. Yeah. So that's I suppose it like how involved it is. And is it a video or is it just a video?
Yeah. But Google advertising,
no.
Yeah, you have to use sponsors.
Yeah, the reward is usually done by the gaming industry. What they do is What they do is they get a lot of followers and then they sell it.
Oh my god. I did not know that.
Yeah. So pasal that macam what's the Indian one?
Okay. Well,
no, actually like a few places but you saw all these people like first they give like really good quality photos.
then
immediately jadi macam advertisement because they already sold the account. So that's another way. That is like a rinse and repeat kind of. So that means they already know how to play the game.
Macam Silicon Valley just by selling business.
And then the third one is actually getting money from the platform itself.
If you can, but then there's a payment issue.
No, there's no payment issue.
What? I mean, getting payment into Brunei ba? Macam kalau Twitch streaming part the subscription apa? Someone told me payah ia akan masukkan ke bank Brunei. So unless dia pakai yang default pakai bank account Singapore atau Malaysia. So just
there are some ways, for example, macam tapi Stripe is easy. I mean macam there's no restriction like for Brunei.
Okay.
Stripe is illegal, but I don't know why people are not making Stripe.
Some, I mean the process to is a bit challenging. My wife has a Stripe account. She uses that for overseas payment.
So that's one. So they were asking me like so how get you to look at it. Qualify to be monetized.
The minimum use, minimum
subscribers, so dorang macam
organically pun I don't even have.
And then
guys,
TikTok maybe, Instagram no.
Maybe I give you suggestion for strategy.
Talk
it over with you.
Streaming gaming
Talk it over with you.
Apa streaming to go to TikTok streaming.
So that one's probably for
Okay.
So it's premium and
Yeah.